How to protect your business data in the cloud. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a topic that's incredibly important for businesses of all sizes: protecting your business data in the cloud. Now, we all know that moving to the cloud brings a lot of benefits: flexibility, scalability, cost savings, the list goes on. But with these advantages come new challenges, especially when it comes to keeping your data safe and secure. Think about it. Your business data is the lifeblood of your operations. From customer information and financial records to intellectual property and internal communications, this data is crucial. And in today's digital age, cyber threats are more sophisticated than ever. So, how can you ensure that your valuable data remains protected while leveraging the power of the cloud? In this video, we're going to break it all down for you. We'll cover best practices, common pitfalls to avoid, and share some tips and tricks that can make a real difference in your data security strategy. Whether you're just starting to migrate to the cloud or looking to bolster your existing security measures, this guide is for you. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's get into it. Protecting your business data in the cloud doesn't have to be daunting. Let's make it straightforward and manageable together. Ready? Let's go. I'm approaching this from a consumer perspective, not a business enterprise. For you IT folks, you'll notice that I'm skipping over many company admin best practices in favor of more practical trust reduction practices that the average person can use. Okay, let's dive in. When comparing all the major cloud storage providers on the market today, here's the good news. In my opinion, there's honestly not a bad choice in the mix for individual consumers. In every case, you're trusting that a company is encrypting the data in transit and keeping it safe when it's just sitting on their servers. But since you can't personally audit those security practices, and neither can I, you have to trust that they're telling you the truth. And no matter how much you might hate big tech companies like Google or Microsoft, I would argue that because of their size, it would be practically impossible for them to get away with lying about their security or encryption practices. The same can't be said about smaller, unknown companies that may have a slick website and low prices, but only a team of 2 to 3 people running things behind the scenes. For this reason, I generally recommend my friends and family take advantage of the big players in the market. These include ones you may already know, like Google Drive, Dropbox, and OneDrive. But I would also add smaller, but still respected companies like SugarSync, iDrive, pCloud, and Proton Drive. Feel free to add others in the comments if you think I'm missing anything here. I know it sounds like I'm being a little loose about my recommendations, and I guess I kind of am. But that's really only because I prefer to take control of my data's security and encryption. The 4 important steps I'm about to share with you are platform agnostic, which means that they work for pretty much any of the service providers you choose. If you've made it this far in the video, good for you. Well, the first thing you should do with any cloud storage account you have is to create a strong password and enable two-factor authentication, or 2FA for short. If you've watched enough of my videos, you know how much I push 2FA on any account that allows it. In short, 2FA means that even if somebody stole your password or guessed it by brute force, they still have to provide a second form of authentication to prove their identity. This could be a code sent as a text message to your phone, an authenticator app on your phone, or a 2FA key like this one you see right here. It really boils down to this. It doesn't matter how strong the encryption these cloud storage companies provide. If you leave your front door unlocked, in other words, if you have a weak password and don't use 2FA, you present the greatest risk to your data, not the cloud storage servers. My second tip is this. It's a good idea to keep your most sensitive data in a separate place from your general cloud sync folders. I have a special encrypted vault backed up in 2 places that has all my tax documents, my digital death file, which I've done a video about before, and copies of all my family's legal documentation. This does not get synced in any of my cloud storage accounts. Honestly, if you were to hack into my Google Drive or Dropbox account, you'd probably be disappointed. But that doesn't mean that the rest of my data on my computer isn't valuable enough to protect. And that's where this third tip comes in handy. One of the best ways to secure your data in the cloud is to use a method known as client-side encryption. What this means is that instead of uploading raw data to Google Drive or Dropbox, You're uploading an encrypted file. It's like putting your data in a locked safe where only you know the combination, and then giving that safe over to Google to put in their locked vault. So even if somebody did hack into your cloud drive, all they'll find is another locked safe. For this, I use a service called Boxcryptor. If you have a difficult time trusting any of these cloud providers with your data, something like Boxcryptor is the best solution. It's a very user-friendly way to build that lock safe I was just talking about, and then upload that to Google, OneDrive, Dropbox, or any of those other ones. Again, I'm just trying to reduce the amount of trust that I'm giving to one single company. That right there is the biggest one. I mean, if you just take away one thing from a security standpoint, that's what I want you to hear. But I'll finish with one final tip for those of you who value redundancy. What happens if Dropbox goes out of business or somehow loses your data? This is an unlikely scenario, but things like this seem impossible until they actually happen. I've recently been using what's known as a cloud management service to test creating a backup on 2 different platforms. So, for example, I could have all the files in my Google Drive account back up to my Dropbox account and remain synced so that if something happens with Google Drive, I still have a copy of all my data on Dropbox. Now mind you, Google Drive, Dropbox, and all these other cloud storage services already create redundancy for your protection. So this is admittedly overkill. But let's say that you want to migrate from one cloud storage to another. This would be a great way to do that. The service I'm testing right now is called CloudHQ, and they offer a free plan for non-business users, so you can easily sign up and give it a try. I don't have much experience using their software, so this isn't an endorsement as much as it's just letting you know what's out there. The bottom line is this: choose whatever cloud storage provider is most convenient for your situation and do so with confidence. But always take control of your own data security by enabling 2FA, partitioning your most sensitive data, encrypting the data yourself, and if you think it's necessary, creating your own redundancy. In conclusion, safeguarding your business data in the cloud is crucial in today's digital landscape. By implementing strong security measures such as using robust encryption, setting up multi-factor authentication, regularly updating your software, and diligently monitoring access, you can significantly reduce the risk of data breaches. Additionally, selecting a reputable cloud service provider and creating a comprehensive data backup plan ensures that your information remains protected and recoverable. Taking these proactive steps will help you maintain the integrity, confidentiality, and availability of your business data, ultimately securing your operations and maintaining the trust of your clients. Give this video a like if it was helpful, and subscribe for more great online security and privacy tips